This is our look ahead to Tuesday's key political and financial events. But first, a quick look at some of the action on the markets here in Europe. Equities inching towards two-year highs after some encouraging signs a debt ceiling extension may be achieved in the US. That news also impacting bond markets, German bond yields rising close to the top of this year's 30 basis points range. Sterling hovers near a 10-month low against the euro and looks vulnerable to further losses as worries about the UK economy grew ahead of fourth quarter growth data later in the week. Looking to Tuesday, and it's the first meeting of the year for Europe's finance ministers, Ireland takes the chair as rotating president of the council. The UK plans to use the meeting to insist the City of London be protected from a planned tax on financial transactions. Investors will also find out just how much the Bank of Japan has succumbed to political pressure when it makes its policy decision on Tuesday. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has called for unlimited monetary easing to help weaken the yen and tackle deflation. The BOJ is expected to respond by expanding its asset purchase program by 10 trillion yen, that's around $111 billion. Now, one of the most watched indicators in Germany, the ZEW survey, is likely to show an improving mood among the country's business leaders. With better IFO numbers out later in the week, analysts say the numbers should lift some of the gloom off Europe's largest economy, but the currency's strength remains a worry.
You've got a very strong euro, unfortunately, right now, which will make things very difficult for the periphery to become competitive. You need a weak euro. And I think you need Europe to start playing the same games as many other Western central banks. Printing money, quantitative easing, things like that can boost the economy. And Europe's playing things very rigidly and assessing inflation as the biggest risk rather than the economy being the biggest risk. So I don't think you'll see a sustained strength from Europe this year.
Chancellor Merkel will discuss the latest situation in Mali and the handling of the hostage crisis in Algeria with French President François Hollande when they meet in Berlin. They'll also be attending celebrations marking the 50th anniversary of the Élysée Treaty on Franco-German reconciliation after the end of World War II. Campaigning for the Israeli general election has ended. Opinion polls suggest Prime Minister Netanyahu is set to win, although his support has slipped. He says, should he be elected, his first priority will be to deal with Iran's nuclear ambitions. Investors will also be scrutinizing Brewer SAB Miller's trading update for news of growth from the company's emerging markets and in particular China. Volumes in China account for 24% of SAB Miller's sales. Technology heavyweights Google and IBM report quarterly earnings. Focus for Google investors will be how much progress it has made in attracting advertisers to mobile telephony. And that's our look at what to expect in the day ahead. I'm Angeline Ong, and this is Reuters.